how the cellular components is being formed, the hematopoiesis. So this is the basic thing which you should know, okay? So hematopoiesis. So from the beginning, that is from the stem cell, that is hematopoietic stem cells. So it is a pluripotent cell. Pluripotent cell in the sense, it means it has the potency to give rise to multiple different types of cells. So that is pluripotent cell. So this is the hematopoietic stem cell. From the hematopoietic stem cell, you have the myeloid stem cells and the lymphoid stem cells. So first we will see the lymphoid progenitor. So from the lymphoid stem cells, it is from the lymphoid organs. So you have the lymphoblast cells. So this lymphoblast cells will further give rise to the natural killer cell. So which give rise to the lymphocytes. Okay. And then you have the small lymphocytes. From the lymphoid progenitor, you will get the lymphocytes. This lymphocytes itself has large lymphocytes and the small lymphocytes. Okay, so this lymphocytes is further classified into T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes. We will tell it as T cells and B cells. Okay, so that is about the lymphoid stem cells. So the lymphoid stem cells, it is from the hematopoietic stem cells. From the hematopoietic stem cells, you have the lymphoid progenitor, which give rise to the lymphoblast cells. This lymphoblast cells will give rise to the large lymphocytes and the small lymphocytes. Both large lymphocytes and small lymphocytes will accommodate for production of T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes. Okay, clear guys? And now, this T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes, we will see its further classification one by one. So we will call it as T cells and B cells. And now moving on to the myeloid progenitor. So this myeloid progenitor, it will constitute the myeloid stem cells. So this myeloid stem cells is going to give rise to multiple different types of cells. So they includes the, first we will see the proerythroblast. Proerythroblast, which is going to form the erythropoiesis. We will be seeing this in detail again when we are dealing with the red blood cells. So proerythroblast, then the immature reticulocyte forming the red erythrocytes. They are also called as RBCs. And now moving on to the myeloblast cells. So which is the one going to give rise to the major of the white blood cells, that is the granulocytes. The myeloblast is going to give rise to basophils, neutrophils, and eosinophils. So this basophil, eosinophil, neutrophils, they are coming under granulocytes. Whereas from the myeloid stem cell, you will have this monoblast cells. So this monoblast cells is going to give rise to the monocytes. The monocytes with the lymphocytes, they are considered as agranulocytes. Okay, clear? Next, apart from this RBCs, WBCs, we also have the megakaryoblast. So this megakaryoblast is going to give rise to the platelets. They form the megakaryocytes. And these megakaryocytes will form multiple blebs over here. All these, they get detached and it forms the platelets. So this is the hematopoietic stem cells. Remember, during the hematopoiesis, you should know the progenitor cells of erythrocytes, proerythroblast. Myeloblast is for granulocytes. Monoblast for agranulocytes. And megakaryoblast for the platelets. Remember, you may get questions regarding this in the exams. Okay. And from the lymphoid stem cell, you will get the lymphocytes. Whether it is small or large, it doesn't matter. Both is from the lymphoblast cells of the lymphoid progenitor cells. Okay.